Hello and welcome to yet another conversation. And when I say yet another conversation, because obviously, Deepda, you and I had a fantastic conversation on commentary, which is what you're
Mhm.
doing. You are basically going around India right now. So, where are you?
Yeah.
Let's first understand that. Where have you
Uh,
woken up today?
uh, I'm in Calcutta right now, Kolkata for the game today. So yeah, it's been good so far. I mean, I don't mind the travel because the cricket has been very good.
Yeah.
So as long as the cricket is good, everything is good.
Cricket has been good, or batters hitting the ball has been good?
Uh, so I think the batter started the tournament really well. The first week was very batter oriented, but I think the bowlers have come back really well in the second week. So you're not seeing 230, 240. Now you're
Yeah.
seeing 170, 180, which is good.
Which is what you want. You want to see a
Yeah,
contest between bat and ball. And I
true.
think yesterday's
And
match
white
was
ball,
a perfect example.
yeah, and Trish, I mean, white ball will always be a little batting heavy. So
Yeah.
let's be honest. I mean, it'll be a little batting heavy as long as it's not completely batting oriented. And I think the second week has been good. The bowlers have come back strongly, and they're doing well.
How has the Kolkata Heat treated you?
To be fair, I still haven't faced it. I landed last night, so I haven't
Yeah.
really gone out to face it as yet.
But apart from the temperature, of course,
Hmm.
today is a really hot day in Kolkata because Kolkata Sunrisers Hyderabad in a few
Uh,
hours time, and
yeah,
things so far have not looked great for the home side Kolkata Knight Riders. Uh, what do you think of their
yeah.
tournament so far?
I think they've blown hot and cold, and that's what you expect because if you look at the Kolkata side, um, the Kolkata side is filled with a lot of match winners, and when you look at match winners generally, you'd see uh, a high risk, high reward kind of a game. That's the kind of game most of the match winners play. And if you look at that side, they're filled with a lot of these match winners. So when they play well, they win games and they look awesome. And when they don't, you feel a little let down. So I think that's what has happened. I mean, they won one out of three as of now, Kolkata. And yeah, so I won't be too concerned. I know people are talking about Kolkata not being a good side or not playing well, but I think that's how they play. When they play well, they'll be extremely good, and when they don't, they'll catch the eye.
Uh, what do you think is? I mean, are you happy with the Kolkata batting order? Especially, do you think? Okay, if I have to straight up say, do you think uh, Ajinkya Rahane, Ankush Raghuvanshi coming one after another, Rinku Singh coming that low? That does that make sense to you?
I think so. I think so. I would like to see Rinku. I mean, leaving the last game aside where they lost early wickets and Rinku was out there early. I think Rinku can bat a little higher, or his entry point could be a little higher. Doesn't have to be always the last few overs. He can come in around the 12th over mark. But I think otherwise, I don't. When I look at that Kolkata team and their batting order, I think it's fine. But like I said, there are a lot of these match winners: Quinton de Kock, Sunil Narine. Then you go down the order, you have the likes of Rinku Singh and
Andre
Andre
Russell.
Russell,
Yeah.
all these guys. So I mean, even Varun. So yeah, I mean, like I said earlier on, they play a very high risk, high reward kind of a game. So, and especially when I'm talking about the batting lineup, and it's so uh, when they come off, they look very good. When they don't look that good.
And is Kolkata over dependent on spin? I mean, Rahane saying that we need surfaces that
Hmm.
have a little bit of turn on it and all that. Do you think makes sense?
I sorry, I don't think. I mean, they seem to be, but they don't need to. Obviously, it will happen when you have two quality spinners in your lineup with Sunil Narayan and Varun Chakravarthy. So obviously, you would be. I mean, you always look at your best players, and the bowling lineup, the two best bowlers happen to be spinners in that side. So obviously, you would be looking at them. But if you I mean, leave those two aside, they still have a very good bowling attack. I mean, Spencer's there, Andre Nokia is there as well, and so is Harshit Rana. So they do have a good bowling lineup, overall good bowling lineup. So they don't really have to overtly depend rather on the spinners. But like I said, when you have your two best bowlers are your spinners and two world class bowlers, spinners, you would tend to depend a little more on them.
Do you think that Harshit Rana without coach Gautam Gambhir has looked absolutely flat?
Uh, I wouldn't say flat, but maybe not as effective. So I think that this is also a thing which happens when you have a new captain. When you have a new captain, how you use them, what is the communication between the captain and the bowler, how you handling the bowler, and especially someone as young as Harshit. I mean, Harshit's obviously played for India, but he's young. He's just started off his career. It's not that he's been around for a while. So, I mean, if you think about it, it's a new captain who's still trying to find the right balance or the right way to communicate with the team, and especially with younger players, it takes a little while to understand them.
Venkatesh Iyer, we have to talk about Venkatesh Iyer. Kolkata paid 23 odd crores,
Yeah.
23.75, if I'm not wrong, for Venkatesh Iyer. Hasn't done that well. Do you think this auction price kind of bogs people down? Or
Yeah.
do you
It,
see
it
him
it has
opening
to.
maybe?
I mean,
Do you prefer as an
it
opener?
has to. Uh, I don't mind seeing Venkatesh as an opener. To be very honest, I mean his best innings that he's played has come as an opener in the past. So I wouldn't mind seeing him, but then in whose place? You have Sunil Narine. I think he should open. He's an immensely player as a batter. Doesn't open, then he's coming at number 8, 9, where I don't think he can do much with the bat. So if you want to really utilize Sunil Narine, the batter, you've got to make him open. So I think Sunil Narine has to open, and Quinton de Kock obviously is an opener, another very impactful player, a match winner. So I don't see him opening, and Ajinkya also has to bat in the top order. So I don't. But going back to your basic question, which was the price tag. I mean, obviously it does matter. I mean, when you come in and there's a big price tag, you obviously there is a reason why the franchise has paid so much of money. So you kind of it's more than the price tag is what the price tag brings, which is um, that faith, the pressure of that. So I think that can bog him down. But to be fair, when I look at players in the IPL, I don't look at their prices because um, prices at times it's basically market forces which take over. So it's demand supply. There's a lot of I mean it's a very dynamic nature the auctions are. So depending what time and what is your team and who needs whom, and so I guess so I when I look at teams, when I look at individual players, I tend not to look at their price tags.
Uh, Obviously, if I bring you to today's match,
Yeah,
Sunrisers Hyderabad, we all know the template. From ball one, they're
yeah,
gonna try to belt the ball out of
yeah,
Eden Gardens.
yeah,
Deep, everybody is talking in social media how 300 is loading, and this has been from the auction day itself. The 300 loading, they have that kind of a
yeah.
batting order as well.
Yes,
What do you
yeah,
expect from Sunrisers Hyderabad versus KKR in Eden
yeah.
Gardens?
See, Eden Gardens generally been a high scoring venue, and SRH play that brand of cricket. So one is having what they've done is they've gone in the auction with that kind of a mindset, as in all or nothing kind of a mindset. So it's either a 270 or get to 160, 170, trying to get to 280. So that's been the kind of mindset which SRH has been playing since last year to a great extent. And they've just strengthened their batting in the auction based on that kind of a mindset. So I think SRH is one of the most exciting teams. There's no two ways about it. But like I said, they also play. They're also like they're like Kolkata, high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
So there'll be days when they're absolutely brilliant. They'll get you that 270 and maybe even 300. Who knows? And Kolkata as a surface, as a venue, would assist in that in that search. So I think it'll be a very, very interesting game because both the teams go in with a very similar kind of a mindset, both Kolkata and SRH. And I would only say that Kolkata's got a better bowling unit than SRH, is what I think, and in better form to a certain extent as far as bowling is concerned. So I think it's going to be an interesting one.
The three battles that you will be looking forward to, and of course, your prediction.
Oh, that's a good one. I think the batters that I would be looking at, obviously Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, and that, I mean, I think people are calling it the Travis Shake, the
Travis Head.
partnership.
Yeah.
So that partnership, and because they set the tone,
Who
if
can
both
break
of
the
them
Travis
are,
Head partnership from KKR?
it'll be for me. I think it'll be interesting to see if they get in the spinners early. If Ajinkya will get the spinners early, because it'll be quite interesting to see how they manage 8 overs of spin. SRH in general. Uh, and if there's a spinner who comes in early, whether it's Varun or whether it's Sunil Narine, depending on who the captain thinks should come and bowl in. Sorry, in the power play. So that's going to be quite intriguing. And listen, Spencer Johnson again, somebody who's from Australia, knows obviously Travis Head really well, and because that's a bit of an advantage for both the players. I mean, for Travis Head as well as Spencer Johnson. So it'll be quite an interesting game, and that's how I see it. So apart from that partnership we're talking about, see, that's the thing with these two teams. There's so many match winners. So it could be Sunil Narayan with the bat. Yeah, I mean, but obviously Sunil Narayan is, if I was a fantasy player, I mean, if Sunil Narayan is there, I'm always going to pick him as my captain, vice captain, because he's going to contribute either with the bat or the ball. So there'll be always be something to look forward to when Sunil Narayan's playing. So Travis said, I mean, that partnership. You look at Sunil Narayan, and also you look at someone like Klaasen, because because the fact that KKR depends a lot on its spinners, and Klaasen for me in this format is one of the best players of spin. So Klaasen versus, I mean, that is a good matchup. That battle is something that I'm looking forward to.
And prediction? Who's gonna win? Will 300 be achieved?
Uh, I mean, listen, there is a possibility at
The
Eden.
300 is achieved.
Yeah, there is a possibility. I mean, when SRH is playing and on good batting surfaces, which Kolkata is, I think it's on the cards. You can never count that out. And yeah, and my prediction. I mean, these are two teams which are um, they're a little unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? Both teams
But
can
go
be
with your,
very
go
good.
with your gut feeling, Deepta.
Oh my word. I don't know. I'm gonna go with, I guess, KKR, and I think with a bowling attack which has not really fired so far in this tournament as
Yeah,
a group. You have
yeah,
good performances individually.
yeah.
Uh, I'm just going to back KKR, not because of anything else, just because maybe the bowling attack seems to be a little better and more wicket taking options with KKR bowling attack. So I'm gonna go 51-49 KKR.
51-49 KKR, as you have heard. Deepta, how about this? At different points in IPL, I'll come and pick your brain up about certain
Mm,
things. Let's do it about, say, in 15 days once, because I know the mad traveling that you do.
fair enough.
And we are starting with today's match because it's extremely important. I'll be there at the ground. Hope to maybe catch up with you
Yeah,
if we both get the time. As of now, thank you
yeah,
so much. It's always fun chatting with you. I don't need to keep repeating this.
same here.
Guys, keep watching Revsportz. Like, share, and subscribe to obviously you catch many more such chats. Thank you so much.